Manager for Public Sector, and I'm here today to talk with my colleague Ryan Alexander about the success we've had with two very important accounts to the public sector. For reference, I cover all of the Midwest states, so the great Big Ten states, so Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and those others. And really we cover all the public sector business in those states, so whether it's state and local government, county government, and the education marketplace, both schools, K-12, and higher education. And to my right is Ryan Alexander.
Hi, I'm Ryan Alexander. I'm the AGM for Minnesota and Wisconsin for public sector. I manage the Midwest Higher Education Compact contract, covering the Midwest states as well as the Western states. The reason for us sitting here today is we're hosting some customer testimonials for both the Midwestern Higher Education Compact, also known as MEC, and also Milwaukee Area Technical College.
So for most of you out there that are selling into the public sector today, you know very well how difficult it can be to get sales done outside of an RFP process. The beauty of the MEC contract is you are contract enabled in many phases of the marketplace. In public sector, there are, of course, the higher education marketplace, which this is a higher education compact, but don't be misled because you can also use it in the K-12 environment. It also plays well in city governments as well as county government. So if you have a county government, city government, or any of the school districts or higher education customers, then if they qualify in the Midwest or the Big Ten and through the West, this MEC contract is available to them not just for products but also for services as well. So we all know that if there's any way we can avoid the bid and have a competitively priced vehicle that's also been competed in public sector, it's a win-win. So I would encourage everyone that has these types of accounts to seek out information on the contract. It's loaded in ValueQuix. You can talk to your MACM, but it's readily available and it hunts. So we not only have a vehicle that is customer accepted, but the price points are such that we can get deals and be competitive in the marketplace.
We originally started with MEC with just a printer contract through NARS or our printer group through Wilsonville, and we expanded the contract to include MFDs, and they were only connected MFDs, and the contract became very, very popular, especially among NAAO agents, because it was a contract they could go to market with a competitive price and not have to go out to RFP. The contract expanded when we found a need in higher education for our managed services offerings, and we didn't have a contract vehicle at the time that would enable us to go out and sell those deals without going out to some type of public solicitation. So we went back to MEC, and they were about to come out with an RFP when their contract expired, and I spent about a year working with them, selling them on the value of the services that we provide, and showing several examples where we expanded our business based on those services and provided additional savings to those customers through business process and also through reductions in headcount and reductions in the number of assets in an institution. And they really got interested in those services. And since they added services in 2008, our contract has doubled, in the size of equipment. We went from about $6 million a year in the equipment sale up to $15 million in 2009, and in 2010, full year, we anticipate about $22 million in equipment ASR from this contract, and at the rate we're going, we did about $20 million in TCL in the first half, and if that number holds, we may be looking at close to $40 million in TCL this year. So it's definitely expanding. The word is getting out. We're seeing signings as far as places like California and Oregon, and then of course here in the Midwest. So we anticipate that this contract will continue to expand. So the catalyst for adding MEC services was the need for a specific account of mine. Milwaukee Area Technical College had a need for our managed services. And what we found out is that we didn't have a contract vehicle at the time that would allow us to sell the types of services that we needed to in order to avoid a bid. So we went to MEC, and again I mentioned that we shared with them all of the great things that these services could do, and over the period of a year they added that to their contract. Once we did that, we were able to present to Milwaukee Tech a solution that included 3 FTEs, 3 full-time FTEs, that would provide break fix and DocuCare on site at their 5 campus locations. In addition to that, we had another person who drove a Xerox-provided vehicle from campus to campus and provided paper to the account. And that was a catalyst to start the business at Milwaukee Tech. That's the story behind MEC, the Midwestern Higher Education Compact, and Milwaukee Area Technical College, 2 of our good customers and our very successful best practices from a managed services perspective. For more information, you can check out the videos from each one of these customers on the XGS marketing site. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day.
And let this also be an example that you can sell in public sector without going to bid. And if you do that, you may get a trip to Washington to the Willard Hotel to shoot some videos with your customers.